guys, so, funny story. I was originally going to upload these on, Rumble, but Rumble sucks as a site. It is bad. I can't get my videos to load half the time. There are always error messages. One of them was like low frame rate, even though I have no problem with these videos going up on YouTube. There's never been an issue with the frame rate. There's been times where it has said duplicate video, even though I uploaded the video or tried to upload the video only once. So after like the 5th time of me doing this with the video, I was like, no, you know what? I'm done. And plus I wasn't getting any traction on Rumble for some reason anyway. So I have decided to go back to uploading these vlogs on YouTube. Because at least on YouTube, I know people have been watching me. And I know I can get them uploaded. I tried Vimeo, but Vimeo has this stupid thing where you can only upload like 500 GB of videos and then you have to pay for more. I don't know why people complain about microtransactions, but they don't complain about this. Because to me, this is way more predatory, at least with microtransactions. Like, at least in games with skins and stuff you can buy, at least that's optional. At least you can skip over that, which is why, generally speaking, I don't care. Because with those things, you know, it doesn't affect your gameplay mostly. It would make it better, but it doesn't affect your enjoyment, or at least it doesn't affect my enjoyment. Whereas with this, I can't upload the number of videos I want in a week because I have to limit how many videos I upload. Otherwise, I have to pay like $20, $30 for this, and it's ridiculous. So I'm not doing that. I tried Dailymotion, but with Dailymotion, I could not figure out how to get to the point where you can upload. Maybe you can't do it on the phone, which is bull, but whatever. So I am going to be going back to doing this on YouTube. And with that being said, I watched the first 2, actually 3, but I'm only talking about the first 2 for now, episodes of Ahsoka, and it is better than Boba Fett. It's not great. It still has a lot of the same issues, but at the very least, it has a plot. Whereas Boba Fett did not have a plot. It was just, he shows up in a town, and there are thugs, and that's it. That was the entire show. There was a fight at the end. It didn't actually lead to anything. Didn't actually amount to anything. This first episode had more packed into it than the entire season of Boba Fett combined. So at least there's that. The plot of the show is that Ahsoka is looking for a map which will lead to General Thrawn, because General Thrawn has disappeared, and they think he's still alive. They think he and his cohorts are still plotting. His cohorts consist of a business lady, named Morgan, I think that was her name. I forget. Yeah, I think it was Morgan something. An older guy who kind of honestly looks like an American version of Sean Connery, but yeah. And his Padawan, who honestly wears the same expression. That's the expression she wears the entire show. Like, literally, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the, silent baddie type, but it's kind of funny, actually, that she wears this exact same expression the entire show. And I have a feeling she's gonna die. But that's neither here nor there. So, they're looking for the map, and the bad guys are building, or at least, actually, no, we won't get into that. We'll get into that in episode 3. But, so they're looking for the map, and in order to find it, Ahsoka goes to Sabine Wren, because this show I was so looking forward to, because it introduces characters from Star Wars Rebels. Sabine wants the map because she thinks that Ezra, who disappeared with General Thrawn is still alive, and I do too. She wants to find him, so she's looking for the map. And they go to this base, or Ahsoka and Hera go to this base, and they basically end up putting a tracker on a ship, and admittedly really cool scene where Hera basically has to fight this ship, and it looked nice. I also love the aesthetics. I also love the makeup effects, because, you know, and Hera's a Twi'lek, and that could look really good or really bad, because that takes a lot out of visual effects, and who's ever doing the visual effects is really good. I can't say the same thing for the writer, because this has the same problem as Boba Fett, where everybody talks like this. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Fine. How was the weather today? The weather is great. I think basically, they don't talk like actual human beings. They talk like they're reading off a teleprompter. And it's both annoying, hilarious, and very distracting. Like you'll be sitting there thinking to yourself, can these people have a real conversation at least once in this show? And it's really sad, because Rosario Dawson is a great actress, and I'm really saddened that this is what she has to work with. On top of that, I feel personally like this is not Ahsoka. This is not her character. Because, you know, in previous shows, in Clone Wars and the movies, she was lively and perky and, you know, full of spunk. But here she's just, like, very laid back and very calm and very zen. And I'm thinking, I know she's a Jedi, but can they try to at least make it seem like she's interesting? Because this Ahsoka is not interesting at all. But maybe it's just because she grew up. Maybe it's just because that when the original series started, she was 14. So maybe it's just the fact that she's an adult now. But the real casualty in this show, and I haven't seen Rebels in a long time, so maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like Sabine is vastly out of character. Because this character feels more like Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And don't get me wrong, I love those movies. I really, really do. Or at least the third one, because I haven't seen the first two. But I thought it was a great movie. I like Gamora. I like her character. But that's not who Sabine is. She's not that stupid. Because in the first episode, she goes to Ahsoka and she's like, can I have this map? And Ahsoka says no. And I'm like, okay, so you're going to steal it. You're just going to take it because obviously you're dumb. So she does. She takes it, and she doesn't even take it to anywhere secure. She takes it to her open hideout. And then she gets her ass kicked by the villains. And nobody addresses this. Ahsoka isn't even mad. I would be like, you directly disobeyed me. You put us in danger. You lost the map. You are not coming with us. I do like how she casually was like, no, you've done enough, when Sabine asked to go with them. Maybe that was just her very icy, nice way of saying, no, you fucked up. No, you're not coming. But I feel like she should have had more of a reaction. But at least it's plotted. It's more interesting, as I said, than Boba Fett. And I do want to see where this goes, because the villains aren't interesting, but at the very least, I'm like, okay, what are they building? And in episode 2, we meet a masked person who fights Ahsoka. And I don't know about anybody else, but my first thought was, okay, this is Ezra. Like, there's no way that this is not him. either this is him or we're going to find out that the villains did something to him, because I would not put mind control past these people. And honestly, that is the most interesting part of the show. I want to see what happens with the Rebel crew. That's honestly mostly why I'm watching it. I don't even care about Ahsoka. I want to see what happens with the rest of the Rebel crew. So I would not highly recommend it. It's fine. It's good for me because I like Star Wars Rebels. But for those of you who went into it being like, oh, Ahsoka's in this, she's going to be so awesome. No, she's not awesome. She's not interesting at all. But if you like Star Wars Rebels, watch this show. If you like Ahsoka, don't watch the show.